What are you doing?
I just thought it was time for an upgrade.
That's Little Jay's Xbox.
Ah, much better.
How did you even get in here?
Just made a key last time I was here, no big deal. Really could go for a drink right about now, though.
I kind of feel like you've already done this whole living room thing before.
No, that's a different channel. These are horrible, man.
Well, you are breaking and entering.
No, I'm not. I've witnessed this.
The new Define Nano S from Fractal Design supports full-size power supplies, full-length graphics cards, room for a complete custom water loop, and heck, even room for a couple of freeloaders. Click the link in the description for more details. Fractal Josh, not included.
We should order pizza.
What's up guys, JayzTwoCents here, and I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while, and I'm going to give you a little behind the scenes vlog of kind of, not a whole day, just, I got a lot of things I gotta get done today, and it's one of those times where it's like, you know what, how am I going to get a video done when I got so much to do? Make a video about the things I gotta do. There's an idea no one's ever done before. So we just got back from vacation a couple days ago. We spent 6 days in Seattle, and that was actually a lot of fun. No, we didn't go up there to see Jerry, but yes, we saw Jerry while we were up there. We did all kinds of things. We went on the float plane tour, went on the underground tour. Little Jay wanted to go ghost hunting, so we went on that paranormal underground tour as well. Went on a boat tour, went up in the Space Needle, Children's Center, the Science Center, all the city centers. So we did a lot of stuff. It was actually pretty fun.
You can see I haven't shaved in a while. I haven't shaved since I got back about 3 days ago.
It's funny, I used to have a goatee. If you guys remember my old videos, I had a very kind of an ugly goatee that didn't grow very evenly because for whatever reason, I'm one of those guys. My dad could grow like a big old burly lumberjack beard if he wanted, but I could never grow a beard. Never could. This guy came in today. I know you guys are so sick of 1080 stuff. I know. This happens every single year, guys. New graphics cards launch and all the variations come out with it. But yeah, this is gonna piss a lot of people off though, because people want to see more about the 1070. Guys, there's still a lot of the custom cards for 1070 aren't available yet. EVGA will be sending me some 1070s to look at, like for the Win edition, stuff like that. Gigabyte as well. Zotac is hopping on board with doing some Zotac reviews. But I hear you guys. I hear you when you're saying, Jay, we want to know more about the RX 480. Why aren't you talking about the 480? Why are you being such a fanboy? Why do you hate AMD? Why do you want to kill puppies and kittens? Well, the card is not in anyone's hands yet, and I don't talk about rumors. And a lot of people, I saw some comments of, why does everyone talk about rumors about the 1080, but no one will talk about rumors of the RX 480? Well, I can't speak for other people, but you guys won't find a single video on this channel or a single topic on Tech Talk where I talked about rumors of the 1080. I just didn't do it. The only thing I said was that I didn't know if it was going to be a 1080 or if it was going to be a Titan. That was the only thing you'll find. So I don't talk about things before they're out and before they're available. But I will say this, the RX 480 information is, like, amongst reviewers like myself, Linus excluded. AMD had a very exclusive launch video that they set up with Linus. So Linus got to sit down, obviously, with Raja Katori and talk about the AMD RX 480. I didn't, so I have no information. I'm not gonna talk about rumors. And two, NDA until June 29th. There's an NDA right now, so I couldn't even do a video if I wanted about any of the RX 480 stuff. But I will say this though, I have a private meeting with AMD next week specifically about the RX 480 and Polaris so that I can bring you all the Polaris coverage you guys want after the NDA launch, or lifts, I should say. The NDA is already in place, so it's not gonna launch, it's gonna lift. So there will be RX 480 stuff on this channel. Every time AMD has launched a new graphics card series in the last 3 years, I've covered it. So I don't know why you guys think I wouldn't. But with that said, that's all I'm gonna say about that. You guys just have to wait till after the 29th before you see or hear anything on this channel about the RX 480 more than I just said. Something else I'm doing is I wanna upgrade my equipment. And, oh, you can see the temperature just changed a lot. I'm really looking at this guy right here, this Sennheiser MKE 600 shotgun microphone. Because currently I use, oh yeah, my morning coffee here. It's not Starbucks, it's actually homemade. I just reused the Starbucks cup. Anyway, I currently use the wireless lav here, the Sennheiser EW100G3. It's a few years old. This thing was actually like 600 bucks when it was new, this wireless lav. And I've got the receiver up here on my Canon 70D. Good camera. It's not a lot of money. It's about $1,000 for the body. I know it sounds like a lot, but in terms of cameras, it's really not.
This camera's kind of hold me back a little bit on some things I want to do. The mic is definitely holding me back in terms of audio quality. And I've got this Zoom recorder here that I had been using for the Two Idiots Build a Computer. We used this to get 2 mics because I have 2 of those with Sennheiser wireless mics. And that stuff is definitely in need of an update. So I'm highly considering going with a shotgun setup because they just sound so much better than a wireless lav. And the lav will have its place. It's just, I think it's sort of served its purpose now. I bought that thing a couple years ago and it's time to upgrade the audio. The problem is the Sennheiser MKE600, which sounds phenomenal, is like out of stock in most places. Actually, Amazon has it right now, but they have it for like $70 more than like Sammy's camera. But Sammy's camera, of course, is back ordered because with a price like that, everybody wants one. So now obviously my dilemma is, do I pay $70 more to get it on Amazon Prime and wait till tomorrow to get it? I know that sounds like super, I guess, whiny child. Like, I want it now, I don't want it tomorrow. I'd like to be able to drive somewhere to pick it up because I like to kind of touch and feel things. Giggity, giggity. I like to touch and feel things before I buy them. So I'm not the biggest fan of buying things on Amazon unless I absolutely already know everything about it before I buy it. But again, it's $70 more than Sammy's. So that's a lot. That's actually a lot of money. It's $400 for that mic. So any company that would say that YouTube is not a good source for advertising or product reviews or anything like that, it's completely full of shit. And believe it or not, I've had some companies tell me that they don't like to work with YouTubers, which is kind of funny because I am shopping for a microphone and a camera, and I've actually been spending all morning watching reviews and looking at different products and stuff to see what other reviewers are having to say about it. I don't go to written articles, I don't read Amazon reviews, I go to YouTube. So I just thought to myself I would point that out. Companies that think YouTube is not a good place to go to for product information. Yeah, I would say that's a little bit of an old school way of thinking. I am not a good shopper. I get very stressed out when I have to spend money. And here are the mics I'm considering right now. And by the way, by the time you guys see this, I will have already made up my decision. So I guess you guys can chime in on that. But I'm looking at the Rode NTG2, which is kind of like that entry level, really good microphone, has some lacking qualities. Apparently it's not very loud, so you really have to bump up the noise or the input levels or the output levels of your recorder or whatever you're using. I'm looking at the NTG3, which is really expensive. It's $700. I'm looking at the Sennheiser MKE600, which again is about $400, $399-ish, yeah. I'm also looking at some of the Audio-Technica shotguns, Asden shotguns. Asden seems to be like the lower quality of all of them, at least from what I've experienced so far. But I also want to get a new recorder because my Zoom keeps freezing on me and causing me problems. So I'm just like, I don't know what I want to spend on this. Plus I want to get new camera stuff, I want to get a new tripod. I literally want to like overhaul all of the equipment. And I get stressed out because I want to make the choice once. I don't want to deal with returns or any of that stuff. And I'm impatient because I want it now. And nobody, like no Sam Ash or Guitar Center, Sammy's, nobody has anything in stock right now. So I'm stuck with using Amazon. I decided to go ahead and open up the G1 Gaming, just to kind of take a look at it. Interestingly enough, I hadn't researched this card at all. It's got a single 8-pin power. As you guys know, the additional power is not going to guarantee you any better overclocking, so I'm interested to really check this guy out. It's got a back plate. Yeah, more 1080 stuff. Yay, but you guys can't wait. Don't worry though, like I said earlier, we have more 1070 stuff coming. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to grab up little Jay right now. The wife is gone with the baby to some meeting, some mommy group she belongs to. And we are gonna head down to the mall and check out Sam Ash and see what they've got. They're pretty notorious for saying they don't have stuff online in stock when they actually do. So at least go check that out. Worst case scenario, if that doesn't work, then we will just, I guess we'll just have to order from Amazon. Where is little Jay? Where is she? Right where I expected her to be. Always playing around on her computer. My goodness.
Why?
All right, let's go to the mall.
Okay.
My neighbors really don't like it when I start my car. Anyway, we're gonna go to Sam Ash. We'll be back. Okay, so I just got back from Sam Ash and I got a few items here for haul. I got a DR40 Tascam to replace my Zoom H4n, which is right here.
I've been having some issues with the zoom. Let me show you. Let me see if it'll do it here. When I start it up, oh, the battery's dead. Oh wait, I gotta actually do it the right way. I suck. There we go. When it starts up, let's see if it'll do it. Okay, yeah, I know there's no card. Oh, that's right, I had to take the card out to fix it, because I had an issue where when I had an SD card in here, it would freeze on that loading, where you saw that loading screen, it would just freeze on that. And I tried different cards and it keeps doing it, and I don't know why. But overall, it's been a pretty good device, except for the door broke. You can see I had to put tape on there. And other than that, it's not the prettiest thing to look at, but I thought I'd give this Tascam a try, but I'm actually thinking about returning it because I found out it doesn't have a true AC adapter plug for it. It just uses USB, micro USB, which you could then use like the same charger, not charger, but power source you would use for like say a cell phone with a cell phone brick. I don't really want to do that. And I see that the H4n, you know, has the power adapter. I have the power adapter for the H4n. So I might just return this guy. It was only 180 bucks, but I might return that. And then just keep dealing with the H4n. I don't know what I want to do. I know this is the DR444, which is like the step up from this one. Yeah, I just haven't decided. Really haven't. This is what I was telling you guys. I'm very indecisive. I also picked this guy up here to replace this microphone. If you guys remember, this microphone and this cable were trying to kill people's ears whenever I was doing tech talk and would touch the cable. So this is an AT2035, not a 2020, it's a 2035. So it's technically one step up. Comes with the shock mount and everything. So I'm gonna mount this up in just a few minutes here and replace that cable. Maybe we'll include that in the vlog. But I am running out of time here. I've got the gym in a few minutes to go to, or a couple hours anyway, I should say. A couple hours isn't a lot of time for me. I tend to waste a lot of time. But this thing's pretty cool. That was 149 bucks. And then of course I've got some new XLR cables here to replace the one over there, which is trying to kill everyone's ears. So yeah, there's that. And I still have not been able to decide on a damn microphone. Something else I'm gonna be doing too is I'm gonna be changing out this S3 test bench here from Case Labs for one of the new Primo Chill wet benches, the steel wet bench with all the colored inserts. So we'll be switching all that over here pretty soon. This is what the test area with the GPUs lately kind of looks like here. You can see GPUs down there, here, GPUs everywhere. Yeah, this is the time of year everyone really kind of gets sick of GPUs. Think about upgrading my lighting as well. I've talked about this in a previous video. This is just an inexpensive softbox set I got off Amazon. It was like 300 bucks. Came with 2 softboxes and a hair light, so it's technically 3 arms. I don't even use the one for the hair light. These put out a lot of light. In fact, I've got one over here hooked up to the light switch, as you can see. That gives me a pretty good lighting that you guys have seen, where even in daylight like this, I can get that lighting effect you guys have seen in some of my previous videos by just putting them really close to the chairs, like at a 45 angle, and then reducing the ISO on the camera down really low because I'm blown out, obviously, when I have those big bright lights right next to me. And then it makes the background nice and dark, but you can see the lighting on the computer and stuff. And yeah, it's pretty, I mean, that's kind of basic, I guess. So I'd have one set up like right here and the other one set up like right there, and then the camera in the middle. And then I would just adjust the lighting accordingly so that what looks like a dark room effect is actually in the daylight. Yeah. Kind of cool, huh? But anyway, guys, this has just been a little taste of behind the scenes stuff. I'm gonna get out of here. I can't shoot any more video because I have been away from the internet and email and stuff for about 7 days, and it is pretty damn backed up. Let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see. I got some stuff coming. I got some 1080 stuff coming, and as I said in the beginning of this video, RX 480 coming at the end of the month. There's NDAs and stuff in place, so that's why you haven't seen people doing RX 480 videos yet. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. And as always, thank you for your continued support. You guys make this a whole lot of fun. Frustrating at times, but fun most of the time. All right, guys. See you in the next one.